All right, good morning. It is Thursday, and it's time for the After 9 show. Mike and Lisa, AM800, as we are enjoying some sunshine. Just took Lulu for the WALK, though. It is a little chilly out there right now.
Wait until the weekend.
Whoa! Yeah, they're still saying, if people miss the weather forecast, the 5,000 times we said it this morning, they're still saying Sunday a high of 19 with periods of rain. I looked up the record high, and the record high is 19 or 66, set back in 2009.
I bet we break it.
Yeah, you feel it?
I do. Feel it in my bones.
I'm feeling my bones. So, all right, we'll see on Sunday, and we'll see if the forecast changes at all as we get closer to Sunday. It does sometimes. So
well
we'll
many
see.
times it does. Well, let's face all the time. It
we don't know.
Who we kidding?
No, we kidding. Okay, what is on your mind today other than the things we discussed for 4 hours on the AM800?
Hi, Wanda. Well, where do I begin?
Where do you begin? That's what
working on my Wordle too today.
Oh yeah, you still addicted? You still playing every day?
I am, although I'm not putting pressure on myself to always get to it or to always finish it. Sometimes I'll start it, and because I always come back. I do a little bit, and then I'm like, I'll come back to it. And then sometimes I forget. Like, sometimes I'll start it at 8 o'clock, and I'll be like, okay, and then I'll go up to bed, and I'll finish it before bed, and then I forget, and then I'm like devastated. But it's like, it's not a big deal, Lisa.
No big deal. The world's not going to end.
Against yourself. So I've taken the pressure off that way, but I do enjoy it.
Okay.
I'm on the second line right now. Oh my God. The Wordle the other day was rupee. RUPEE.
Rupee?
Rupee. And it took me 5 to get there. Rupee is the Indian currency. Listen, New York Times, since it took over, it is more difficult. There is no doubt about it. New York Times, you can't say it isn't. It is.
Yeah, that's not a conspiracy theory. This is real deal.
That's it.
Okay.
I don't mind the challenge, but, admit that you've upped the game a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. Michael, do you think when it comes to good relationships that opposites attract, or do birds of a feather flock together?
I'm going to say birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, it's funny, because you often hear opposites attract. Oh, yeah, they're so different, but that's what makes them good together. But generally speaking, most people think birds of a feather flock together. They polled 20,000 people. That's a big
poll there.
I don't think we've ever gotten to that on our news poll question. And birds of a feather got more votes. 33% think you're more likely to end up with someone you have stuff in common with. 30% think opposites attract is more accurate. And everyone else isn't sure. But men were a little more likely to say birds of a feather flock together. Whereas women could see, I could see where you both bring something to the table and you learn from each other.
Sure.
I think a good relationship, you need to have the foundation of having stuff in common. But then I also think a good relationship also means you have to be able to do your own thing, like have your own interests. And the other person needs to respect that. And I think that's very important.
Yeah, I think it's healthy, right? That you're able to do stuff like on your own or with your own group of friends or whatever the deal is.
That hasn't always been the case. I think that's sort of a modern day revelation.
You think so?
It's more
yeah.
acceptable. Like, I don't know about your parents, but mine back in the day, and they kind of still are. It's like, hey, Mom, you want to go shopping with me tomorrow afternoon? Oh, let me check with your father.
What do you mean?
What? Well,
I didn't
let me
ask
check
him.
with your father, see if there's something going on or whatever. It was always like they had to check with one another.
True.
And they were always doing things together. And I think that's sort of that generation, And I think the newer generations have realized, it's okay to do stuff on your own and have your own hobbies, and go ahead and leave each other once in a while. It's like it's healthy.
Probably need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. People can chime in on that on the comments and what they expect or what they think as far as couples, and maybe people could say, we do everything together. Now, though,
check with your father?
I gotta check with your father. Is it, though, common courtesy to say, like, okay, my buddy wants to go out and do this, check with your significant other first to say, yeah, more than likely I can. Let me just see what's going on. Is that different?
Not just that, but of course, like, you want to check. But, you're in a golf league. You're in you do your own thing. You have a night with your girlfriends every Thursday. You play cards. You go on girls' weekend trips and guys' golf trips or whatever. And that sort of thing. Like, I think you need a good relationship, in my view, is accepting of that kind of thing and encourages. And I think there's a little bit of trust that goes in there too, right? Where you're, you do you for that bit, and then it makes you
do you.
I believe, the more
I'll see you later.
Well-rounded person.
Don't wake me up.
As opposed to, let me check with your father.
Let me check with your father. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I
right.
think you're right on that with the generation thing. I think that is very true. Very true. Steven, looking in from New York. Long Island, New York, part of our international audience. Now, if you want to look at the moon coming up in the next few days, as far as Friday is concerned, the moon is about to get hammered, walloped, whatever you want to call it, by 3 tons of space junk. And this is going to be powerful enough and big enough to punch a crater into the moon. It will carve out a crater that could fit several tractor trailers, so it's a pretty substantial piece of space junk that's coming its way. Boom, dead on.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're hearing a lot more about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we are.
Right?
I don't know if they can just, track it better these days so we hear more about it, but this is a leftover rocket. It's going to smash into the far side of the moon at 93,000 kilometers an hour on Friday, away from telescopes and prying eyes. It's other side, can't see it. So we may not be able to tell for weeks or even months to confirm the impact of what this is going to have on the moon. But this thing has been tumbling through space. Experts believe since China launched it nearly a decade ago, and now she's coming back around and going to pound the moon tomorrow.
Should we be worried?
I don't know, but I guess it's good that it's a rocket and man-made, and I don't know, must be out of control. But isn't this eventually going to happen here on Earth?
You know what? Honestly, add it to the list. It's what I always say to Craig. I just add it to the list. It's another thing to worry about. Tag it on.
Gas prices, food prices, World War III, and space junk or asteroids hitting the Earth.
What's one more thing?
Put it on the list. You're right. So SpaceX originally took the rap for all this and the litter that was about to hit the moon, but now they have figured out, no, it's not a SpaceX rocket. It is a Chinese rocket, third stage rocket, and they sent a test sample capsule to the moon and back in 2014, and the Chinese officials saying the upper stage had re-entered Earth's atmosphere and burned up, but apparently not because it's going to hit the moon. Hey, grumpy old man Douglas is joining us this morning for the first time.
Yes. Hi, Grumpy Doug. Yeah, okay. Honestly, in my list of things to worry about, that's way down.
It's not on
Way
there.
down.
Okay. All right.
Number
All
one
right.
thing to worry about for me today is dinner.
Okay. Dinner. Yep, that's good.
You know, honestly, I think you gotta have different compartments in your brain, like your worry center, which
So
is
you got
maybe here,
Wordle,
the worry center.
Wordle here, dinner,
Wordle. Oh yeah, finishing Wordle.
space junk.
Dinner. Yeah. War.
What is it good
Work.
for? All right. This story caught my attention this morning, too. I wanted to get to it on the program today, but we did not get a chance to do it because I think this is really interesting, and this guy is such a jerk, I think. It is this British guy who this story comes to us from the Reddit. And there's a whole family drama surrounding this now. So when you choose a name for your baby, you know, you kind of, sometimes a lot of people put it out there, right? They'll say, oh, yeah, we're having a boy, and the boy's name is going to be Connor or whatever it might be, right? Well, this comes to us, and this guy says, I'm going to name my dog Maybelline. Maybelline is the name of the dog. Like, that's kind of a weird name for
makeup. Makeup
for a dog. Yeah, you think of makeup right away. But that also happens to be the same name his pregnant sister-in-law was going to name her soon-to-be-born child. Now the debate rages on amongst family members and people around the globe. Fair or foul? Did he steal the name? It's not a very common name. I say yes, foul. You can't steal that name.
And did he know that she was going to use it?
Well, he had to, didn't he? I don't know. It seems like he had
Maybe
to
he
do
doesn't
this.
like
So the
her.
entire family is like, raging in debate. They say in this article, when choosing a name for your baby, best always to opt for something both parents agree on so you don't end up arguing about it. But now this guy is naming his dog. The woman has called him rude, unreasonable, because he will not budge. Nope. I am not changing the name of the dog. He explained on Reddit that he had been waiting more than a year to adopt a dog after the pandemic and spent all the time picking the perfect name. And he said, I'm not really one to care about dog names. I have a dog already, but for example, I usually just give them random names, and I came up with this on the spot.
You know what? That would be here.
No, that's where the worry center is for that.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of 2020, he says, I got in touch with the breeder, get my dream dog, a beautiful Clumber Spaniel. I've never heard of a Clumber Spaniel before. The litter was born 10 weeks later. Planning on naming his dog Maybelline, the man excitedly shared his puppy's name with his brother and sister-in-laws. They loved it. Fast forward, sister-in-law pregnant, finds out it's a girl, all excited, happy, wondering about the name. She said, Maybelline. I don't really think much of it on the spot, but I did comment about how, hey, my dog is named Maybelline. Now, the sister-in-law took me aside, asked, can you change the dog's name? I really like Maybelline. He didn't want to change the dog's name. Went ahead with it. Named the dog Maybelline. Now there is all this debate. So he did have it first. He didn't steal it from them. They want it from him.
There's plenty of names out there.
This dog is so cute, too, by the way.
Honestly...
Yes. Yes.
Family arguments and family bickering and family, oftentimes are just so small. Oh, cute.
Like,
That's
that
a
little face and
spaniel?
nose. Yeah, what did I say?
spaniel.
Like some kind of weird spaniel.
Looks like
Clumber Spaniel. So there you go.
Love it.
So she stole the name. He said he'll maybe call her May, his dog May for short, while keeping Maybelline as the registered name.
There you go. Perfect solution. Where's my gavel? Bink. Case closed.
Bink,
Thank
done.
you.
Call
Good
her
night.
May. You got Maybelline for your daughter.
Done.
I think.
Where's Judge Judy?
I think I think sour move by the sister-in-law. Your dog's man.
Yeah.
He had it first. Whoever first should have it. Right there. That's the worry spot.
Way back. No, that's way down on the list.
All right.
You know who I'd be worried about? Or you know who I would be worried if I were him, is Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson, who is Kim Kardashian's boyfriend. There's a new song that Kanye West just released, and he is actually burying Pete Davidson, and I think he's holding his severed head. Kanye West just granted Kim a divorce, agreed to go through with it. Kim's been dating Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live. Kanye's been going at him, commenting, tweeting, threatening, all that kind of stuff. And then, Kim's like, Kanye, can you please grow up? You got to stop this. Quit picking on Pete. Yeah, okay. And then he just released this song. And if I were Pete Davidson, I would be getting some kind of, I don't know. What do you call it?
Pete Davidson's a mess. They're all a mess. Like what's her face is it seems like the most normal out of this threesome there. Kanye's a mess. Pete Davidson's a mess. She's Kim Kardashian. She seems okay. Did you watch her on that Letterman special on Netflix?
No.
Yeah, that's
Recently?
pretty good.
Oh, no, from last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it might have been 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, that was before anything was going down.
Yeah, I think she was with Kanye.
Yeah.
But, she seemed pretty cool. I'm like, oh, you're pretty cool. And they went to, like, CVS together or something. I remember that when they went to the drugstore together. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And, of course, a grumpy old man Douglas doesn't even know the three people we're talking about. Come on, Douglas. You got to at least know the name Kardashian or Kardashian or Kanye West. You've heard those names somewhere. Pete Davidson, I'll give you.
Right.
Some people might not know who Pete Davidson is from SNL.
And in Kanye West's song, he actually says Pete Davidson. And then in the background, the choir goes, who?
Oh, come on. I got to listen to this today. I didn't hear this yet.
Anyway, I would be super worried. That's not healthy. A restraining order is is on the table. It should be anyway.
Yeah.
All right, let's call it a quits for today. I got too much to worry about.
Douglas,
too much to get to.
Douglas, your job today is to Wikipedia these people we're talking about, learn about them, and then give us a fact, one fact each about all of them tomorrow on the After 9 show.
Book report.
How do you not know Kim Kardashian or Kanye? Never even heard their names. Lynn says too. I'm with Douglas. Come on, guys.
Yes. Oh, and before we go, Steven Silverman. Yes, Steven, good point. Did you pick up new underwear when you went to Costco yesterday?
I did not. They didn't have my...
What happened to you? Why are you frozen?
Oh, it's because I'm trying to bring something up and my computer sucks. No, you're not frozen. Hang on while this loads so I cannot be frozen anymore. I can see how I'm a little bit slower than I normally am. Is that better?
Did you buy new underwear?
No! I did not buy new underwears because they didn't have the style I enjoy. What is the deal with all I see is either the tighty whities or whatever color you want, and then I see the boxer briefs.
Guess that's what most men wear.
I guess. Not me. I want the regular boxers. Like they're just like shorts. My boys need to breathe. And I want some boxers, regular boxers, nothing tight and packed in. No boxer briefs, no tighty whities, just boxers. Right. And in the whole Costco yesterday, I looked, and they didn't have any. And I was very sour about this.
You know you can order online, eh?
That's what I'm going to do. I said, okay, I'm going to go home then, and I'll go on the Amazon, having a conversation with my buddy yesterday, Craig, and we both agreed. If I can't buy it on Amazon or get it at Costco, I'm doing without. That's basically it. Those are the two places I spend my money, basically, are those two places now.
Okay. Well, if you order them now, you'll likely have them by 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Well, that's true. Then
You can use them for show and tell.
I can debut them here on the After 9 program. And, one more thing. People were claiming that was no, what is it called? Clumber Spaniel. That wasn't a Clumber Spaniel. And it was right. I don't know. It was from some ghetto website.
It doesn't look like any kind of spaniel to me.
Whatever.
Looks like a schnauzer type.
Yeah, so I don't know why they use that photo in the article, but this is from Google Images, a Clumber Spaniel dog.
Aww.
Oh, look at that. Look how cute when they're a puppy, and then look how silly they are when they grow up. Oh, look at that
Looks
face.
like a cross between like a regular Springer Spaniel and a St. Bernard.
See, yeah, that's true. I was thinking if Douglas Weeks, the grumpy old man, was a dog, that's what he would look like. Right? What do you mean? I don't know who Kanye West is. Never heard of him in my life. They're cute,
Okay.
though. All right, everybody have a great day, and we'll reconvene for the Friday show tomorrow here on